here. Welcome back to My Kitchen, My Rules. Now, if you're like my household, you get a little strung out on side dishes. What in the world are you going to go along with that casserole or that piece of meat that you picked up on sale? This is the easiest side dish ever. You'll feel like a pro and your family will eat it all, so you won't have any leftovers probably. So what you need are these little tiny potatoes. And I don't mean the big giant ones. You need the ones that are like 2 bites big because they will cook at the right rate. And if my family wouldn't make so much noise when I turn the video camera on, I would be amazed by that. But I think they're like children. They wait until I turn the camera on to make unnecessary noises. So I'm leaving y'all to watch me do the whole thing because I'm going to show you how quickly this side dish comes together. By the way, your oven should be behind you preheating at 400. So you want 400 degrees. You're going to need a baking sheet. And the ingredients that you need to gather up while we are slicing potatoes, so you're just cutting them half in two. It's no big deal here at all. You need some minced garlic, or you can use real garlic if you so choose. I just don't like that stuff that's canned in the jar. It tastes nasty. I prefer dried. Fresh, I just don't have the patience to fix it. So I guess y'all can if your kitchen is fancier, but you know how My Kitchen, My Rules goes here. And by the way, big shout out to April, Norman. April, thank you, and Kevin and Zach for sending me another little sign for my kitchen. It says My Kitchen, My Rules. It's laying over yonder. I didn't put it behind me because the stove was on. So thank you, April. I love y'all. I sold April's houses and before she fell in love and watched Zach grow up, which is probably the coolest part of real estate, that we get to watch our clients grow up. So anyway, you need your minced garlic. I got totally distracted. You need some kosher salt and you need some pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and then you need some rosemary. And for rosemary, I've got dried today because I went down to my garden and I don't know what happened to my rosemary, but it is a hot mess down there. I don't know if it got too much rain or not enough or too much sunshine, or I do not know what happened. Rosemary is usually a very hardy plant. Mine is apparently very weak kneed. It's kind of like a politician in the era of COVID, weak as water, not willing to do things the right way. But I ain't telling y'all nothing you didn't already know. So let's keep on slicing. I'm going to have about 2 pounds worth of potatoes here today because I'm feeding 6 people, and for me 2 pounds is about right. Although I could eat them all myself, I'm not going to lie. These are the ones that go down so quickly and so easily. And it's part of why you cook them at 400, so you can get that nice little crispness to them. Because I don't really like mushy food. I don't know about y'all. I guess that day is coming in my life when I will have to eat mushy food. Today is not that day, so I'm just going to get everything ready here so I can have this ready to roll. And it doesn't take long to cook. They only cook in like 20 to 25 minutes depending on your oven and depending on how crisp you like them. So we'll have our prep here done in 2 shakes of the lamb's tail because we're about sliced up. And by the way, I do buy the multicolored baby potatoes. I found some at the farmer's market. They also have them at Lowe's Foods. Harris Teeter does not carry them, so Harris Teeter, y'all got to step it up a little bit because you're getting beat out by Lowe's. But I prefer Lowe's anyway because they're regionally owned. And Harris Teeter used to be till Kroger bought them, and I'm still bitter about that because I hold a grudge very well. That's one of my talents in life. All right, so oh, there goes one in the floor. Well, I guess the 5-second rule does apply because it's not peeled or anything if I can find it. Oh, and this one matched my hardwood floors. We found it no problem. Cut that, cut that, cut that. And boom, boom, boom. I'm checking my clock here so I can show y'all exactly how quickly this one comes together. Because if y'all are busy people, then that's one of the excuses we like to make for not cooking at home is we don't have time. I'm going to tell y'all, this is faster than even buying a bag of Ore-Ida pre-cut french fries, which have to cook for like 30 minutes. And that's if you manage to get them in the house and don't get freezer burn. I don't know how I managed to get the last bag of freezer burn french fries, but it is what it is. All right, see, my stove is ready. All right, let's toss all our potatoes in a Ziploc bag. And that's going to allow us, what are you fussing about? Hush. Okay, there we go. I gotta figure out how to make it beep less. It beeps a lot when it's done. All right, so put them all in a Ziploc bag. I do this to distribute the spices and the oil evenly. And according to other people, you could just do this on the sheet and mix it. But every time I do that, I get things that run all over my kitchen, get in the floor, and then they got in the floor and had olive oil on it, and then I have to mop again, and I already mopped twice in this kitchen space today because obviously this is a side dish for a recipe I've already shown y'all on a different episode. What? And you know I had an egg incident making the custard. So we need about 3 to 4 tablespoons of olive oil for this big of an amount. Then we need about 2 tablespoons-ish of kosher salt. So there's 1, and here's 2. I think I want a little more because there's a lot of potatoes in there. We've got to spread it out. Without salt, frankly, there is no, it's just a sad place. Get you some, got you crushed rosemary here. Mine's dried because again, my plants stopped giving. Oh, extra rosemary. I'm just going to use the rest of that jar up. I don't have the foggiest idea how much I put in. We're going to put in a little bit of pepper. Not a ton because I don't want to overpower the rosemary. And then we need some minced garlic, and we have already discussed the garlic. I don't have to tell y'all again. So I'll put in as much as I think looks right. And I can smell it mixed in with the rosemary. I believe that's right. Close that Ziploc bag up. Do your salsa dancing and your merengue and whatever kind of dancing you might do that involves shaking. Shake and bake it. Like you're watching Talladega Nights, shake and bake. And then I'll dump that out on my cookie sheet here. And you can see how nicely seasoned up these potatoes are. We're going to spread them out into one thin layer. 4 tablespoons might have been too much olive oil today, but that's all right. It'll cook well. And then again, that's going to go in your oven for 400 degrees and cook for 20 to 25, 30 minutes, depending on how you like it. And friends, you will have a side dish that will make you feel like an actual chef and not just a home cook. So we'll see y'all after they're done, see what you think. Okay, so after 25 minutes at 400 degrees, let me let y'all see this. You can't smell it. One day I'm going to invent smell-o-vision, and then Food Network will have to give me a job. So check this out, see? That is your easiest fast side dish ever. So if you counted the minutes, not counting the cooking time, your prep was less than 10 minutes. Your total cost is like, I don't know, $8 or something. So suck it up and make you a good side dish. And I'll see y'all next time. Make sure you subscribe for more because you don't know what we're gonna have in the kitchen next. Bye.